The chair now recognizes the gentlewoman from Texas, Ms. Flores, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam. And thank you to Chair Thompson and Ranking Member Katko for holding this hearing today. To all the witnesses, thank you for taking the time to speak to us today. We really appreciate it. Our country is currently facing never-before-seen levels of illegal immigration, drug smuggling, and child sex trafficking. To Secretary Mayorkas, as someone who lives the reality of our southern border every day, by saying that the border is secure, we're lying to the American people. According to the CBP, our country has experienced 2.7 million migrant encounters to our border during the fiscal year of 2022. This does not include the 900,000 gotaways. Further, there has been 98 people apprehended crossing the border who appear on the terrorist screening data set. This administration's horrendous border policies will continue to threaten our national security because secure border is national security. This week has been a very difficult week for us in South Texas. Our Border Patrol agents, the ones who dedicate their lives to protect us, are not receiving the support that they need from this administration. One of the top things I've heard from our Border Patrol agents across the southern border is the lack of action from the DHS leadership in addressing Border Patrol morale. Our Border Patrol agents are understaffed, not provided with the resources that they need to succeed, and are spending time processing asylum claims instead of doing the job that they signed up to do. Tragically, in the last week, in the RGV sector, 2 Border Patrol agents took their own lives, leaving behind families and creating a hole in our communities. Question number 1, as Secretary Mayorkas, the historic level of illegal aliens apprehensions and crossings at the border, combined with the limited resources and personnel to handle the large influx of migrants, has caused a steep decline in morale among the Border Patrol workforce. In no other department is a mental health crisis more visible than Customs and Border Protection Border Patrol Division. Our agents and our officers, one life is too many, and in 1 week. What are your plans to support the mental health for your workforce and address the troubling increase of suicide among the frontline personnel?
Congresswoman, may I have a minute to answer your question, because you've touched on very, very important matters, and I first, at the outset, should thank you for your service, because I know you have a Border Patrol agent in your family, and I know very well that it is the family that serves. Our prayers and thoughts are with the families of the agents who took their lives. Our Border Patrol agents, our heroic Border Patrol agents, are indeed under intense pressure and indeed under intense challenge, and we are very dedicated to providing them with the resources and support that they need to fulfill their responsibilities and to ensure their wellness. That is a commitment that we have, and it is an unwavering one and our highest priority. We have surged resources to the border to get more Border Patrol agents out in the field. We are taking it to the smuggling organizations and the transnational criminal organizations in an unprecedented way. We are working with our partners to the south, the countries that need to enforce their borders and enforce their laws of humanitarian relief. This is a challenge that is not specific to the United States, that is not specific to our southern border, that is something that has gripped the Western Hemisphere. Let me take the example of Venezuela alone. There are approximately 25 to 28 million people in the country of Venezuela. Approximately 8 million Venezuelans have left their country. Colombia is hosting 2.4 million Venezuelans. Chile is reported to host over 1 million Venezuelans. That is not, and it is not Venezuela alone. Costa Rica is hosting hundreds and thousands of Nicaraguans. We are seeing a migration in the Western Hemisphere and, in fact, across the world that is unprecedented. There are more our border, but with respect to our border, please rest assured, Congresswoman, and please have your family rest assured that we are dedicated to enhancing the security of our southern border and taking care of our extraordinary and brave personnel who secure it every day.
The gentlewoman's time has expired.